You've been lied to about what it takes to become, quote unquote, a high value man in the eyes of women. You've been lied to, and you've got a little bit confused. I want to discuss this in a little bit more detail, but before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. Top link in the description. Check out my website and sign up to do some coaching with myself. Mainly cold approach coaching with a whole bunch of wisdom combined in it. It is 4:30 a.m. The sun's just coming up. Beautiful pool, and out the back here is there's a nice little bar here, and out the back there's a massive MMA gym, huge. They got they've set up a ring and everything. In the middle of the day you'll see like 50 guys in there training. It's the next level. But you've been lied to, and one thing I will notice is that there's so many men out there that want to maximize what it is to be a high value man under the terms and conditions of impressing other men. You see it all the time, and a certain percentage of the guys that are in the red pill community that talk about being a high value man, they got the sports car, they've got the career, they've got the qualifications, they're on testosterone, they're doing everything in their power to become all of these things that really just impress other men and don't really impress women. And they wonder why they find themselves in relationships with women that are average at best and getting divorced, with these average women leaving them, and they end up with the red pill rage and a little bit annoyed at the world. One of the factors, there's many factors, but one of the factors that I've noticed, I've kind of called it that I've kind of explained it away as if like some guys are more, I'd say, more attractive to other men, like a man's man, the type of guy that you're like, oh, that guy's cool, I like him. And then there's the ladies' man. That's one way that I've explained it, but I think a better way to explain it is that the man's man, the guy that other men want to be and other men want to be around, what he's done is he's just maximized all of the characteristics of what other men think is valuable to be running in a pack of men. Being jacked, being honest, being loyal, being all of these, ticking all of the boxes of what men in a pack would want you to be. And it's not necessarily the type of man that you would like to run in a gang with, not the type of man that you would like to have on your rugby union team. It's more the type of man ticks all of the boxes of the corporate man. When you hear the guys talking about, hey, I'm a proper 1% man, I'm making $250,000 a year, jacked, on testosterone, I'm loyal, honest, I've got a bunch of high value men in my network. That is the red pill thinking, and that is that's the guy that works for one of these like massive accounting firms or finance companies, or he's on the finance floor of a bank, and he's every weekend has a few drinks with high value men from the same company, and he brown noses his way to the top. These men are technically stuck inside corporate America, stuck inside the machine, and they're coming out and telling you just because they got a little bit more money than you, and they autistically spend a few hours every day picking up something heavy, putting it down again, and getting some injections once every couple of weeks to get the testosterone in them, that that's what you need to do to become a high value man. And then you look at the wives that they end up with, and they're nothing special. They end up having families, and the vast majority of them statistically end up getting divorced and losing half of all the wealth that they built anyway. And at the end of all of that mission, all they've done is impressed other men, hung out with average women, filled their bank account. They've got a sports car that doesn't really impress a woman, and once they reach my age, other women are just like, oh, he's overcompensating with this sports car and this bank account and this testosterone, and he's never really become what deep down he always wanted to be, which was a ladies' man, because he's been lied to. And to get all of the toys and rise through the corporate ranks, you kind of need to be that guy. You need to be this red pill guy. And it's funny how these guys talk about the Matrix and being stuck in the Matrix when they tick all of the boxes of wanting to compete within the structure of the Matrix. They're literally living inside the Matrix, competing with other men, brown nosing to battle their way through corporate America, through the ranks. All they're really doing is saying, they're not trying to teach you how to break out of the Matrix and out of the government control. They're more just trying to teach you to battle other men within the control of the government and within this socially controlled environment. Almost like these guys are controlled opposition more than anything. And so when I start to think, what is a ladies' man? And he's a proper ladies' man doesn't tick hardly any of those boxes. You'll be lucky to see a proper ladies' man spending a couple of hours a week in the gym getting jacked. You can get to the 1% of being jacked, but you're not going to be spending the rest of your time studying, getting proper qualifications and brown-nosing your way through the corporate ranks. There'll be someone that would be partying most of their time and then hitting the gym purely so that they can maximize the amount of pussy that they're getting. And they're not going to be super wealthy, or they're going to have other means of getting enough money just to get by, and they're still going to be banging more hotter girls than these corporate red pill dudes that in reality at the end of the week they can't get their dick hard because they're so stressed because of work. They need to take Viagra and they don't have time to court any women, so they end up paying for prostitutes while being married, and the whole cycle is just a mess. So what's the solution? Well, firstly, you need to sit down and step back and have a look at the way you're looking at your life. Recently, I had a student that literally ticked all of the red pill boxes. Beautiful apartment, awesome career, making a ton of money, super intelligent, spends several hours a day or week or whatever in the gym. He's just ripped, just like even his forearms have like not just veins, they're just like rippled. The guy's rippled, and he's a man's man. He's not a ladies' man, never has been. But in fact, other men think that he is a ladies' man, which is part of the whole weird psychology amongst these guys. Is they're like, well, this guy must be getting a lot of pussy, but he's not. That guy, this guy's not even getting 1% the pussy that I'm getting, and not even on the same quality level. Yet other men will be like, oh, this guy's getting all the this guy's clearly, he's got the car, he's got the career, he's jacked, he ticks all the boxes, he's super intelligent, he's got all these things going for himself. He hangs out with other men, and other men are like, oh yeah, he's one of us. They can just tell he's one of them. But he doesn't have that love life box ticked. So what is he missing? Well, the game is different, and that's what I would like to let you guys, like, actually there's a few of these Actually, no, I'm not going to talk about them, but I've seen quite a few YouTubers. They talk about this. They complain about women. They're very red pilled, and part of that is it's like, but I'm jacked. I'm making money. I'm educated. I've got an awesome career. I've ticked all of the boxes of a high value man, and all these bitches don't love me. It's like, well, you're a man's man, battling against other men within government controlled, like a controlled system where you can battle within a rules based or order, which is probably more of a geopolitical term, but I can use it for this. And that's why you're losing, because really you've ticked all of the boxes of what you need, and then you need that missing ingredient, and that is something that I provide with my coaching. I teach you guys a total different way of looking at the world and how to access women and date women, and not from that tried and failed baby boomer mentality that no longer exists anymore, especially in the West, America, Canada, Australia, Britain. You can go down the rabbit hole, Germany, France, Italy. Doesn't work for any of these countries anymore. Work for the baby boomers. That's another world. But anyway, the point I was trying to make here is that doesn't work, and I think most of you know that. I think it's been proven. You can tick all the boxes of what you've been lied to about what a high value man is, and still fail with women. Yet I'm getting a lot more success. I don't have the career, the education, the money, the sports car. I'm not jacked. If anything, I've developed some man boobs here, and I'm both my hips have been replaced. I'm disabled, and I'm old. I'm in my 40s. Yet I'm doing things that these red pill corporate dudes can't do in their 20s. So that's something to ponder. Maybe disagree with me in the comments, but a lot of guys that come to me, I'm able to give them that missing ingredient, and a lot of those missing ingredients aren't really acceptable on YouTube. They're not the type of things that I can really get away with on YouTube without some sort of scandal happening to me. Some of them are a little bit controversial, but you get that when you come and do some coaching with myself. Top link in the description. Check out the website. Come do some coaching with myself. If you are one of those guys that ticks all of the boxes, it's a piece of cake to coach you. As long as you're willing to learn and you don't have a massive ego, oh man, I can change your life. Top link in the description, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.